Well, hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome into my channel. My name is Jackie Alves. I'm so glad you're with me today in my beautiful makeup studio, the Beauty Bar, here in Arizona where I live. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to use some beautiful neutral tones, some neutral cool tones even, and just some great ways to get some beautiful dimension and really bring that face to life and just have some fun doing your makeup. So right now I'm going to get started. I've already got some great skin prep on. Of course, I love, using that lightweight moisturizer I'm always talking about. And now I'm going to use some lactic acid and a water-based primer. So I'm going to get right into it today, but let me explain to you what I'm doing different today and why. So I am on my way to LA this morning, and I'm taking one of my beautiful makeup artists from here at the Beauty Bar with me. And we are actually going to meet up at one of the cosmetic companies that I work with and train some beautiful young ladies about makeup and skincare and all the jazz. So I'm excited. I love teaching and training. Obviously, you all know that. Okay, right now I'm mixing that lactic acid serum that I always use with my water-based primer. And the reason why is I like the lactic acid for when I'm going to use like a longwear foundation or something that's a little more on the matte side, which I don't do every time, but I'm driving all the way to LA. Yeah. And, we expect a long trip and I need to still look good when I get there. So I want this makeup to last through the drive because sometimes it doesn't. Through me and my talking and singing on road trips and stopping for road snacks every chance I get, which is about every time I have to pee. And let's face it, that's every time I hit a bathroom. Every time there's a gas station or whatever, I always have to pee. It's just the age that we are right now. So anyway, I always have to get road snacks. So my point is, my makeup really needs to last and it needs some extra stay power. So I mixed my favorite lactic acid. This is a face serum, you guys, that I incorporate into my skincare routine, of course, but I also bring it over into my makeup routine. And sometimes I use it alone, just underneath my foundation. But today I have mixed it with a water-based primer. So this is the BioLab Face Serum by Jafra, and this is part of the Jafra Beauty collection. This is an all-in-one primer. So it's a water-based primer. It goes with any kind of foundation. But I need some extra stay power today. All right, and also I did the lactic acid serum, like I said, because I'm using a longwear foundation. And I like my foundations to look fresh and glowy. I don't really want to be matted down, unless there's an occasion that calls for that, but that is not today. It is not today, my friends. I want to look nice and fresh. Who doesn't want to look so nice and fresh? She's fresh, exciting. Now I'm going to sing it all day long. She's so inviting to me. I know, you probably want me to shut up, but I can't. All right, I have some longwear foundation here. This is called Alves foundation. Oh, let me get a mirror. Now, I really like this one because it boasts of a 12-hour wear, like a lot of longwear foundations do, but it doesn't get super dry and cracky on me. By cracky, let me come closer. Especially when I use that lactic acid with it. You guys, it's so pretty and fresh looking. I actually surprise myself sometimes when I get this on. I'm like, ooh, girl, hello. I don't know if you ever experience that when you get ready and you're like, hey there. I remember you. I do that sometimes. I'm like, what's up? All right. Just getting it up to my hairline. I'm not putting on 3 layers. This has pretty good coverage in it too, so I don't have to really cake it up. All right, make sure you get in the cracks of your nose. And I'm gonna get some on my mouth. Now, if you have a little extra peach fuzz on the upper lip, maybe not so much on the upper lip, be more a little more careful right there. You don't want to accentuate the hairs if you've got some extras, which I normally do, especially since I've started hormone replacement therapy, which by the way has saved my life. But you know, I have a few extra hairs going on. So I have a secret for you. I shaved a little today. I know you might not think that's a good idea, but I didn't do like dermaplaning or anything. I snuck my husband's razor when he wasn't looking, and I had to get in there. I had a little extra going on and I didn't have time, you know, so I just did the quickest thing I could and stole my husband's razor. I really hope he doesn't see this part of the video, because sometimes he looks and watches to see like the funny things that I say, because he thinks I'm pretty funny. And he really loves to see like what I'm talking about, but I hope he doesn't hear that. I don't know. I mean, maybe he wouldn't care, but I don't feel like getting into that discussion. All right. Brought it all the way down my neck, and I had a lot of neck cream and moisturizer on my neck, so that really helped bring that foundation down without feeling cakey. And of course, I got that redness on my chest. I always have, you know, me and my explosion on my chest. All right, so now I'm gonna set with a little bit of powder. Today, I'm gonna use a loose, like a cream colored, but it is a translucent powder. Oh, let me get a little extra out of there. Come on now. There we go. I don't need like a ton of powder. I'm not gonna bake or anything wacky like that. I'm just going to get a little bit on my powder brush here. All the tapping, shake it out extra. And I'm just gonna press here in the middle of my forehead, nose, and chin. That's what most of the product has gone off the brush now. And now I can just kind of buff and fluff, if you will. Buff and fluff. That's the phrase of the day, buff and fluff. Someone should have a makeup studio called Buff and Fluff. Now I'm gonna get my eyelids, because I did get foundation on my eyelids. I tried not to get very much underneath, because you know we're gonna go back later and add some good stuff under there. But right now, just working on setting the liquid foundation and getting it ready for some powder contour. All right, so I'm gonna use the Beauty Bar palette. You guys, this is a full face palette. I just developed a few extra products because I have a makeup academy here. So this is my own brand, but I'll tell you a really good brand to use if you want some good contour and highlight is Smashbox. They have a good contour, and I think Bobbi Brown, her original brand, Bobbi Brown, has a contour palette as well. Okay, so I'm gonna take this neutral contour shade. Now you can see there's some other choices in here, but I want to stay really neutral today. Like, look at this kind of taupey, it's like an olive taupe. I don't really know what that means, but I did my best. So I wanna stay very neutral today. So here's my cheek. I'm gonna go right underneath my cheekbone and try to add some dimension. Now I always suggest you keep it darker towards the hairline and fade toward the nose. Now I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit so that it swoops, okay? Because I really wanna frame out a little apple here. Just a little tiny apple. All right, bringing it up. And I don't have to worry about it being perfect at this point. I know it's like a little bit darker here. I don't even care. Because I'm gonna go back over the top with some blush, and it really comes together. What do we always say on the channel? Trust the process. So don't get too caught up in the details and the mistakes early on in the game, you guys. It'll just make you feel like you're stuck in the mud. And so just commit to getting to the end and then perfecting what's messed up. Because by the time you get to the end, it might not even be that big of a deal. All right, swooping it up. Yeah, once I get the blush added on top, it really will come together better. So no sweat. Up by my hairline. And I'm gonna leave this part light and bright in the middle. All right. God, I try so hard to eat healthy, you guys. I really, really do. I recently lost a good amount of weight and I'm feeling really good about myself, but road trips are really hard for me because I love road snacks. Road snacks are my life. I don't know if it's because like I used to be a smoker back in the day. I know, right? Ah, a smoker. I know. But anyway, it's like I feel like I need to be doing something and I don't eat sunflower seeds. My husband's there, like on road trips, he's there like spitting and flinging sunflower seeds everywhere. And that keeps him busy, but I can't do that. And I just love food and I love road trips. I love stopping and getting road snacks. All right, you guys, I'm contouring underneath my jawline because I really want to strengthen it up. Give the illusion of a stronger chin and jawline. And contour or shade back this turkey gobbler. What on earth, right? So I've been looking at neck procedures, like maybe something that's non-evasive, that's not like a full facelift, because I'm gonna save that and maybe get that in my 60s. I'm only 50 this year, or I mean, I'm gonna be 51 this year, but anyway. So I was looking for like maybe a tightening procedure, some kind of laser sculpting, something, and there's so much stuff out there. I wouldn't even know where to begin. It's a little scary. So I'm wondering if any of you have had anything done to your neck that's not like actual, facelift, and have you had good results with it? Please share in the comments if you have. All right, I think I'm pretty well contoured. I'm gonna go back in with some pink blush. I like a good pink. And I think that pink or peach really does give me like a more youthful glow. I always say, you know what, look at them little girls and them young ladies with their pink cheeks. Here I am with just redness in the middle where I don't want it. So we take out all the color and we add it back in where we want it, right? With foundation, we take away all of our color and then we start with blush and contour and all the things to put the color back. Like, I love how simple that is. I wish it was that simple with fat. Like, take it out of here, maybe put it up here, take it out of here and put it back there. I mean, I think that's actually something you could do if you wanted to, but it's definitely not simple. Okay. So I'm liking the way this looks. It's not too overdone. Now I'm gonna go into some eyeshadow. And you guys, I'm actually gonna use this ColourPop eyeshadow palette. It's called Gone Metal. I think that's because it's got some metallic stuff in it. I don't know, but it's got some grays in it. But it's got pretty like a taupey gray in the middle. So that's kind of what I wanna focus on the most, is that shade. Now, I love these ColourPop palettes because you can get them in so many different options. Like this one I use sometimes called Blush Baby. Super cute if you like those warmer colors and the blushes. But today we're keeping it neutral and cool. And I'm gonna go in with this light shade. It's like a kind of a cream shade, and I'm gonna put it from lashes to brows and side to side. So I'm just gonna cover my whole eyelid. Let me grab a mirror. This is gonna become a disaster. I wish these palettes had a mirror in them. There we go. So just getting it all the way up to my brows and all the way down to my lashes. And that foundation and powder I've already put on my upper eyelid is gonna act as my eyeshadow base. So I don't really have to add a bunch of products there. Okay, I'm gonna go in with that taupey gray color. It's funny the names that I name things. Taupey gray. Where's my brush? I gotta find the right eyeshadow brush. Here we go, a nice fluffy one. This is just, basic crease brush. I got this off Amazon, really inexpensive. And I'm gonna start in my crease. Let me come closer. Starting on the outer corner. And see this like buffing and bouncing motion I do with my brush. Somebody just recently asked, like, how can I get that eyeshadow in my crease because my eyelid is severely hooded and I have a lot of extra skin and it just pulls the skin back and forth. And she said, should I do the windshield wiper method? And you guys see me do that sometimes when I'm buffing and swirling around. But if you have a lot of excess skin, this buffing and like bouncing motion will really help, because you're just bouncing and then keep bouncing up towards the brow. That way you're not pulling side to side, and you just keep moving it up towards the brow. Up and up. See how I'm doing that? I just take a little swipe at a time, not a whole lot. Now I can move it in toward the nose a little bit. Not a lot, because I don't like to close this area off with such a hooded lid. And then I deepen and add depth right here with that darker shade. See how I keep bringing it up? So I always say, if you have a hooded lid, bring it up further than you think. We always stop like right in this little crease and then open our eye, it disappears, and we're like, oh, where's my eyeshadow? It's in your crease, so bring it up. So I'm getting ready for this road trip, and I'm trying to pick some good healthy snacks, like maybe some protein brownies and stuff that isn't gonna cause a glucose spike, right? We're so concerned with that, because I can feel it. I can feel when that happens to my body, and I hate it. But I'm also looking for a playlist, because I want to have some good music. And I was like playing some like 70s and 80s dance music. And I love me some Staying Alive, but I don't understand whether you're a mother or whether you're a brother. I mean, I guess everybody needs to be staying alive. It's a good song though. But I do really think that John Travolta did a great job dancing back then. But I don't know if you guys, any of you saw that commercial. I think it was for a credit card or something, where he was on the dance floor in a Santa suit. Did you guys see that? And he was dancing on that disco dance floor from back in the day. But he was like in a Santa suit. And I was like, no. Like, you're still hot for like, you're 70-ish. I think he's over 70 maybe. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I was like, don't do that dance in a Santa suit. I was so upset. I was like, no. Don't ruin it. And then they had that chick in there that was from the movie. That girl that was like obsessed with Tony from Staying Alive, and she just kept wanting to like have sex with him, remember? And she was like, I just want to make it with you, Tony. Do you remember? I think I was little when that movie first came out, so I didn't really know what she was getting at, which is probably best. Man, some of the stuff. All right. That looks really good. I actually think I'm done. Usually I'll like bounce around and add a little too much, but I really like the way it looks right now. I'm gonna take a smaller eyeshadow brush and take that same shade with a little bit smaller dude, and I'm gonna add it underneath. Now, I don't care if I get too much or if I make a mistake right now, because again, I'm gonna go back and clean up under there and add my concealer way later in the game. So that kind of helps you not worry about mistakes, knowing you get to clean it up. Like, I guess it's a little thick, but it's okay. And you guys, I don't even know that I'll add a third shade. Sometimes I do for depth, but I think it's really pretty like this. I'm gonna add some of the, there's like a white shimmer over here. I'm gonna add just a little bit of that. I don't want too much, but I'm just gonna add a little to pop the inner corner a little bit extra, just a tiny bit. I don't really want to gray it out though, so I'm going to be careful, because this eyeshadow is really more of a gray than a taupe, I think. But I feel like the shirt that I have on kind of brings out the taupiness of it. Taupiness. That's the word. That's the professional term. Taupiness. All right, I'm gonna go in with a liquid eyeliner right now. I don't often do this on videos because it's kind of intense, and I try to keep it easy for everybody out there, but I wanna do a liquid liner today. It does last a really good long time when I'm traveling, so I really like doing that. And this one today I'm gonna use is an Inkwell. And I like the Inkwell because it's kind of like a Sharpie. It's got a little, you know, point on it that's kind of like a felt tip or something. And it's just easier for me. All right, I'm gonna come in really close so you can see what's up with this. I'm gonna start out here and make my fat triangle right here. Make sure you can see. And look how sloppy. But I start small and then have it disappear and get super thin halfway over. Check that out. All right, I'm gonna mess it up if I keep going, so I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna keep my eyebrows up though, because I don't wanna have it transfer yet. I'm gonna let it dry real quick. If I open my eye, it might transfer to my lid there, so I just let it dry. Try not to smack myself in the face. Yeah. I'm gonna do the other side and hope that I can get them fairly even. Normally I would cut at this point because I don't want to bore you to death, but I think if I make a mistake, it will be good for you to see how I fix it. So, but let's see if I can do it right. I'm starting small and I'll bring it across, trying to do the fat triangle technique. What that means is I'm just making a fat triangle out here. And then it disappears into my lashes. Sort of. All right. I'm a little over caffeinated, so this is hard. All right. I don't know. I think my eyes are crossing. That's very makes it hard to see, but I think they're fairly even. And I think that, I think I'm gonna leave them. Yeah, I mean, they're not perfect, but I know that I will mess them up if I keep going, so I'm just gonna be satisfied. Because, you know, when I get everything else on and I get some mascara and lashes on, I don't think anybody's gonna look at my liner and be like, her wings are so crooked. And if they do, I don't care. All right, I kind of like it. Yep, looks good. I'm gonna add some mascara right now. A pretty good, like, longwear stay put mascara, long road trip today. So, and driving into California, not the best air quality. So my eyes may get irritated in water. Sometimes I even travel without makeup just for that very reason. Because I know my eyes might get irritated depending on where I'm going. But got an important meeting, so no makeup is not an option today. Get it to the root and pull it up. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish slapping on my mascara and I'll be right back. All right, pretty ladies, I am back and I have got my mascara on. I did a little bit of brow powder and just kind of brought my eyebrows back to life because I got foundation on them and they needed to pop a little bit more. So right now I'm gonna go in and clean up with some concealer. So look how much later in the game that is. I know, pretty weird, huh? It's really helpful though to use it as the cleanup step rather than putting a bunch of concealer, and then you get all your makeup and stuff falling into it. Now, I have my regular concealer. That was a liquid concealer. That's my brand, the Beauty Bar, that I carry here. But it's very comparable to like Shape Tape, liquid concealer. I believe Urban Decay has one like that. And they're very stiff, you guys. So they're not great for mature skin, honestly. I suggest something a little creamier for every day. But again, with the longwear, I need this to last all day until the evening. I'm going to be on the road for a while. And so now I have an eye serum. This is the Jafra BioLab eye serum, and it has caffeine in it. Super great for your skin, but I'm gonna mix it in with the concealer. It also wakes up tired eyes, but it's gonna thin out that concealer and keep it looking nice and moist and fresh. You can use an eye cream as well, but I really wanted to use the serum today because of the caffeine in it. And I get like tired eyes when I'm on the road, especially from using glasses and, you know, all the things. So just a very small amount, and I'm using a lighter shade so I can brighten under the eyes. You don't have to do that. You can use one that matches better if you don't like it, you know, light underneath like I do. And now I'm just blending it down. Super fluffy little concealer brush by Real Techniques. I don't know what the number is. Oh, here, I think I can see it, 421. Someone just asked me recently, they commented, what number brush are you using? I was like, I don't know. I didn't even know they were numbered. I can't see without my glasses on. And when I'm doing a client's makeup, I just grab the brush that's right for the face. I don't always use the same brushes, so I decided to check it out, and so there you go. Because I'm not sure this is even called concealer brush if you go look for it. But Real Techniques is a great brand of brush. Very durable and easy to clean. All right, that is nice and fresh with that serum added to it. And if you're new to my channel, you're probably noticing that I do use different brands, but I use a lot of Jafra cosmetics. And I just want to take a minute to say that that's pretty normal for me. I've partnered with Jafra for over 8 years now, and I really like them, and I like a lot of their products. But I don't really want to push any brands on this channel. It's not what I'm about. Not only is this the channel of no rules, so, you know, there's no rules in makeup. Do what makes you feel beautiful. But I don't like to focus on brand. I'll tell you what I'm using in case you want it, but I want you to be able to use what's in your makeup bag already if you've got it. You know, if you've got a beautiful foundation that you like, you don't have to, I'm not gonna hold it up and be like, this is the best foundation ever for everyone. Like, I'm gonna show you how to apply foundation. You go grab your foundation and follow what I'm doing. You guys, I'm more of a teacher than I am an influencer. I'm actually not. I don't consider myself an influencer. I'm a makeup artist. I've been a makeup artist for over 30 years, you guys. So I have a problem with getting overly intense about brands. I don't like to do that, and I don't want you to do that either. I just want you to use what you like and what fits into your budget. All right, I've got a lip liner here. This is by Charlotte Tilbury. I don't use a lot of her products, but I do love like an eyeshadow and a lip liner by her because it's very long wear. And this is a beautiful pink. I have a hard time finding a nude pink. Most nudes turn very orange on me. And this is Pillow Talk in the fair shade. She has Pillow Talk medium and deep, I believe, but this is fair. And so I like it because it's a nice pink on me, not too orange. So I'm gonna go right here in the Cupid's bow. And I am overlining a little bit. Maybe a lot of bit. You don't have to if you're uncomfortable with it though. Lots of passes back and forth. Helps it last much longer. And it helps it not bleed into the cracks either. Oh, I forgot. I almost forgot and just grabbed a lipstick. I'm actually going to go in my whole entire lip with this lip liner today. I'm doing that for the longwear effect. You can use a lip stain if you need longwear, but sometimes I can just do that lip liner in the whole entire lip and then add a gloss on top. And that actually lasts a really long time for me, depending on the lip liner. But if it's a matte longwear like this one, I can really get away with that, and I really like it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this foundation off of the back of my hand because I think it's about to run down my arm. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alrighty then, and so I'm back from outer space. All right, I got my lashes over here, you guys. I got this gigantic card of lashes just off Amazon, no big deal, but they're half lashes. They're not the clear band that I use pretty often. These actually have a black band on them. But I am gonna go for just a half lash today because they are more comfortable for all of the driving and, you know, having to see where I'm going. So let me get a couple of these off of this giant card and pull from the outer corner so you don't totally destroy the crazy little dude. And now I'm just gonna make sure it's kind of like rounded and bent a little bit so it'll just stick on my eyelid a little bit better. There's lots of little tips that I have along the way for putting on lashes, and each little thing really does help. I know we're always in a hurry. You know, it's like slap this sucker on and get out the door. I don't have time to mess with it. But if you take just an extra minute with these little tips, sometimes it really helps. So I'm gonna use a lash applicator tool, sometimes known as a lash tweezer, but if you like using your fingers, that's okay too. I have friends that hate the lash tweezer, and that's all right. I'm gonna use Duo glue. I just really prefer this brand because when it's wet, it's blue, so you can see where it's going on the lash. But I of course have to put glasses on for this part too. Now, you guys, something I wanted to tell you real quick about brand also is that, ooh, about to lose my lashes onto the floor, is that I don't do a lot of drugstore brands on my channel, and I don't think there's anything wrong with them at all. I honestly don't care what brand you use. I just want you to be happy with your products and use them. But I'm a makeup artist. I'm not an influencer. I don't do unboxing videos and try, you know, this is my Amazon haul, look at all this. And I don't do like comps and dupes and all that because this is my studio here. It's real, like it's a big studio. I have a full team of makeup artists here, and we serve a very specific clientele who expects a very high level of service. And when you come and you pay $200 to get your makeup done, you don't expect that makeup artist to open their drawer and have a giant thing of CoverGirl or Wet n Wild in there. So I'm a luxury makeup artist, and I prefer to use luxury brands for my clients, and they expect that. But I'm not saying you can't use whatever the heck you want every day on your face. It's okay. All right, I've got my lash here. I'm gonna put it on the outer corner. Da 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 da. I'm pressing it in. And these are pretty simple to apply, especially if you already have eyeliner on, because it just disappears into your black eyeliner there. So I hope that you'll forgive me for not using different brands and talking about, you know, all of that kind of stuff and comparing new products or whatever. There's a lot of incredible women that do that, and I love and appreciate them because they help us, right? They help us find products, and then we don't have to go try every little thing, and they're actually doing that for us. But I actually teach you to use that makeup. So go like check out that girl that's doing, you know, the big unboxing or the trying this new product by so-and-so that's gone viral. You know, watch that and see if it's a product you want to try. But then when you want to know how to use makeup, come watch me. So you've got the best of both worlds. Okay. Now getting it in there, super careful. Okay. I gotta put my glasses back on. See, taking that extra little minute is good for you. I can't believe I'm driving to California today, you guys. It's just, I'm excited. That's probably why I over-caffeinated. I know I have a long drive, but I'm so excited. I love doing this. I love teaching women. I'm actually gonna be teaching some really young women. I'll be there for a couple of days, and I'm just like, it's so incredible to me, the life that I live, the things that I get to do. Most of you already know I was an alcoholic, drug addict almost my whole life. I've been sober now for 12 years. I think it's gonna be 13 this year. And it's like, yeah, freedom. Like I'm always like, I'm free. You guys hear me yapping about it all the time. And I always share that so that you know that there's always hope. If you or someone you love is struggling, stuck in addiction or a life-controlling issue, because you know, I've been a survivor of domestic violence, all kinds of horrible things, there is hope. Like, look at me. Look at the life I get to live. And I used to be such a prisoner of that horrible life. And I got saved, healed, and delivered almost 13 years ago in a women's home. Jesus saved my life and delivered me from all of that. And so there's hope for you or for that person that you love that you've been praying for years and years. Never give up. All right, next lash. Never give up hope for learning how to use lashes either, you guys. If you're like so many of my friends, like, I love lashes, but I cannot get the hang of it. Keep trying. Get yourself some of these little cheapy half lashes from Amazon or wherever, and try them over and over again. First, try a black liner or maybe a dark brown if you don't like black, and then slap it on top. And just keep trying, because they're not expensive, those little lashes, and so you can ruin them and not feel bad about it. But keep trying. And these were really easy to apply, to really like these. And again, they have the black band, not the usual clear one that I use so often. All right, I'm pretty much finished with this look, and I really love it. I'm gonna back blend with a little more blush. Back blend with my blush. Let me grab it over here. So far away from my station, trying to give you the good lighting here. But I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that pink and bring it up, because I did bring my concealer down into it. So this also helps with the longwear, because I'm kind of double stacking that product. I'm gonna pop some on my nose, because it's cute when you have a little bit of blush there sometimes. I mean, I guess everybody doesn't like that, but I remember my mom doing that when I was little, and I thought she looked so cute. All right, let me grab a good hardcore setting spray. Sometimes I like to use a basic setting spray that's a little bit better for my skin, but today is calling for the long wear techniques all around. I keep having to move my shirt. I'll have to button that bottom button because it's not appropriate for my meeting. All right, so this one is by Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, because it continues. I think I got too much. It's gonna be a long trip. Always get yourself a giant fan. It makes you feel bougie. My clients love this fan. When I whip out this fan, they're like, can I pay extra for you to follow me around today? My poor hot flashy friends. Oh, I got way too much setting spray on today. Good Lord, what is wrong with me? Okay, let's pull these rolls out. So I don't always put my hair up in these pinned rolls like this, but it does help it last much longer. So, you know, if I need a hairdo to last all day like today, I'm gonna take the extra time to set it up like this, let it cool while I'm doing my makeup, and the curls will just last a lot longer this way. And then I'll have a lot more volume too. I'll have volume in the beginning, then by the time I get there, it'll look normal again. All right, I wanna just brush out the ends real quick, because this is actually like 3-day hair. I'm on day 3 right now, so it's a little crispy in the ends from hairspray. But I don't wanna comb all the way at the root. Just the ends real easy, because that'll help it last longer. And get this side, I want you to be able to see. All right. It looks like it's gonna stay, hopefully. I just recently had to cut some hair off because the ends were just getting kind of frizzy. I think my hair is just pretty dry. All right, yeah, buddy. Woo, doggies. Shoot. Looking good. Wow, I could be here all day with this, but I got to go. All right, I'll perfect it later if it's done something crazy, but I think you get the main idea here. Let's use some Big Sexy. I'm just like, I wonder what it would be like if I just drove with those rolls in my hair. And then when I get there, take it down. But then I would look like a fool when I was getting out at every stop to get my road snacks. All right, I am gonna do probably a jacket and some big honkin' earrings. I know, like, meetings, you think like professional, subdued, but I'm a makeup artist. And I'm going into a meeting with a cosmetic company. So it's okay if I'm a little flashier than your average, because that's who I am. And you know, here on my channel, I am always trying to keep it real for you and just be who I really am. That's another reason I don't just show a lot of brands of makeup just to say that this is good, because I don't always believe that. And I want to use what I actually like, you guys. I just want to be true to who I am, you know? All right, let's grab that jacket. Hold on a second. Well, bam. Yeah. What do you think? Literally tell me what you think. I recently had a subscriber say, since you asked, I'll tell you. And she said, you're not gonna like it, but I actually thought it was a great comment. So please feel free to like and share. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please feel free to tell me what you think and ask me all the questions, you guys. I love it when you comment and I get to help you out with issues. So feel free to reach out, and also please feel free to check out my members area that is just going like gangbusters. I don't even know what gangbusters go like, but I suspect it's like my members area. We have a lot of fun over there. I share different hair tutorials, behind the scenes kind of stuff, some skincare tips and tricks. So check it out. The link will be in the description of this video, and you can join my members area and get in on some of the inside action. All right, you guys, wish me luck. Pray for travel mercies for me, and I will see you soon. Bye, everyone. Love you so much.